Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltamar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Rogue Trader. Where we left off last time, we were just on an ice world with an Imperial Inquisition ship. It had been taken over by Nurgle corruption. We cleansed it, it's all good to go. Let's scan this world here. Plasteel 7 and something. The augurs have detected the remnants of an ancient mining ship that crashed on the planet. It looks like it was carrying equipment and settlers to a new mining site. Searching the ship might prove useful, but it carries certain risks. We have a 95% chance. The search team was able to retrieve the last surviving extractium from under the debris. They suffered no losses and returned to the ship triumphant. We got a mobile extractium, which is good because we can put it here for 7 plasteel, but there's other places we can go. We have quite a lot of plasteel. We don't really need more at the moment. We'll come back for that later, possibly, if we start running low on plasteel, but I don't think we're going to. We have so much. What's on this world? It looks like a Terran world. It has no resources at all. Okay. So what I'm going to do is write this one down on the list of places we can come back to if we need resources. We don't need it right now. This is... what? Oh. I was like, what system are we in? Pillars of Veritas. Pillars of Veritas. Alright, good enough. We have now explored... well, we haven't explored this world fully, the 100 Dreams Crossroads. Clearly we missed a world. I think that was with the pirates that we couldn't beat. I think, anyways. This goes to where? So if we go to here, the Orselio Prophecy, we'll make it slightly less dangerous. We took 6 damage because thick black spores poisoned our servants. Their eyes burst and their veins swelled. That's kind of horrible. Compartments being overrun with fungal corruption. Okay, got it. I understand. We'll heal that up later. We can go to this place. We've never been to Adermat 2. And we may as well. Let's make it slightly less unsafe. Looks like we've arrived relatively safely. We'll then go to maybe our Forge world and take a look around. Alright, let's see what there is. There's a asteroid of some sort. Adamantine. Our adamantine is okay. I'm not good. What's the Recolliger's plot? That sounds interesting and scary. The starship that once traveled the galaxy is now suspended in the silent void like the gnawed carcass of a giant monster. When the Rogue Trader's flagship approaches, the Voxmaster reports an incoming message. The colony of Imperial loyalists that made their home in the bowels of the ship welcomes the Lord Captain. Let's visit the colony. Why not? That sounds amazing. How did they manage to survive? And I guess they could have hydroponics and stuff like that and eat each other, possibly. Recolliger. There's at least somebody here. They're bowing. Welcome, your Lord Denis. Please come right in. Our chief, she'll greet ya. And you nitwits, quit your gawking, something like that. Anyways. Nameplate, Lore Imperium. Let's read that. The plate reads, Lathano's Pride. The name Lathano surfaces in your mind. The history of a family from the Coronis Expanse, who invested all they had in a family ship. Shut up, Pascal. I'm trying to talk. The ship perished in the warp on its maiden voyage. The Lathano line never recovered from this crushing blow.
What about the sagacious marauders rooting around in the guts of this dead colossus of the void? Talk to them. Wisdom can be found in unexpected places, Shireen.
Alright. Let's get some goods.
Idira, Shireen, dispel my doubts. Can you use your visions to see what card will be dealt at the gaming table?
Of all the times to ask!
Yes, it's a weird time to ask, for sure. This is a weird system, or weird, station. It's in terrible shape.
Attempting to arrest the Rogue Trader's companion on his lordship's own vessel. It's beyond the pale. I hope the Inquisition does not come after you itself in the future, Magos.
This scenario is unlikely, but not impossible. This unit regrets the damage caused to the sacred machine's furnishings.
Okay, let's go up here and see what there is. This says... a working area where fragments of the ship are dismantled in search of scraps of valuable metal or parts. I mean, there's tons of metal everywhere. Something is propped against the door from the inside. You can hear the piercing sounds of a saw and other tools coming from behind it. Where are we why are we walking so far away from our group? Rita. A tired-looking woman of indeterminate age, clad in work clothes, breaks off from her task to greet you. She freezes momentarily, clearly unsure how to address you, then says simply, "Your lordship, please excuse me, I don't really know your name. Welcome to our little colony. May the light of the Emperor be with you. And with us. My name is Rita Maximova. I'm in charge here." What is this place? We just call ourselves Rita's crew, and this place is Rita's camp. That's it. We're recollegers, scavengers in common terms. She does not speak the word scavengers with any kind of disdain. On the contrary, there's a dignity in her voice, the kind with which one would announce their affiliation with a respected guild or family. Tossing a glance at Pascal, she grimly adds, "And all our work is legal, even though your brethren have no liking for us." Pascal stares dispassionately at Rita with a hint of disgust. Evidently, he has not even considered the possibility that replying to the creature's words could be anything other than heresy. Can you tell me anything about this wreck? Not much. We're no eggheads, you know. We're manual labor. It's an ancient thing, pretty dangerous. We don't know much beyond that. Before we came here, some tech priests had done their own bit of gutting. I mean, ritualing, bowing to the spirits and all that. That lot don't tend to leave a whole lot of valuables behind. It's true. But it's way too scary to go in before them. And hey, we dragged a dozen of their broken servitors out of the mines after. The carcasses smell awful, but you can pluck a decent number of parts out of the servitor and sell them. Doesn't seem like there's anything nasty living inside the wreck now, but the wreck itself is barely holding together. You go a couple of modules from here, and that's it. You won't have another step without fearing that a broken reactor might cook you alive, or a whole module might depressurize. Well, it's something we haven't handled before, so we're having to poke at it, but we don't have a clue what the ship is or who it belonged to. Do you have your own ship? No, not even close. A luxury like that, you could count the recollegers who got their own ship on one hand. An old worker's hand that got sucked into the machinery 3 times and slashed by a plasma cutter twice. We fly with whoever, mostly taking our chances. Sometimes we hitch a ride on the promise that we'll pay what we find later. Other times we find other means. Risky business, obviously. 5 or 6 years back, a crew got dropped off at an abandoned station, but something wasn't right with the life support systems. The ship came back to pick them up 2 years later and found nothing but bodies. And about 15 years ago, back when I had my first little one, a ship took 3 crews to locations and ran into pirates on the way back. The ships go out on expeditions for years at a time, so it was ages before anyone realized they were missing, and it was even longer before they remembered the scavengers. Plus, it took some time to find a ship that could check up on them and pick them up. Long story short, all 3 crews had bought it. Yep. I could take you somewhere else. It's not safe here, and sooner or later it'll drift somewhere so remote that nobody will ever find you again. But this is our whole livelihood, your lordship. You take us from here, and where are we going to go? Sit in some hold slaving away? Here, we got our own colony, our own operation. No, this is our path, and we won't stray from it. Taking pride in your trade, I see. Sure do. Takes a skill and luck, and a good head on your shoulders. We risk our lives every day crawling on top of these old buckets. If something goes wrong, we die. By the score sometimes. One moment we're there, the next we're gone. Kinda like worker ants. But you know what, your lordship? Our job has something, how should I put it, poetic about it. Hope you don't judge me too harshly. I don't take it as insolence. But some people, even big people like you, think too highly of themselves. Let's say your ship hops into the warp someday and doesn't hop out in time. And around 1,000 years later, some gal like myself, who needs to feed her 3 ankle biters somehow, will be rifling through its remains looking for anything good. That's just the nature of things. Each of us comes and goes, but the way the world works stays the same. We all have our lot in life, and mine is just as good as any other. Do not dare talk back to me, and another word about me thinking too highly of myself, and I'll leave you in no doubt about your place. Rita frowns, but nods cautiously, as you wish, your lordship. What do you do here? Right now we're gutting this old heap of junk, slowly but surely. That's our recolleger's life for you. They drop us off at some decrepit station or ancient battlefield, and we just sit there for years on end. We look for working tech or valuable materials, or whatever else might be useful. If we find anything, we sell it to passing ships. Not the easiest job out there. These wrecks are chock full of all kinds of dangers, but I swear, get on my plasma torch. It's an exciting one for sure. This little bird's got all kinds of bells and whistles. Most of the tech is dead, but we do find working pieces now and then. We spent 2 whole months clearing out the shaft we found. Finished just 3 days ago, actually. And we found this little thing. Bit weird looking, but still functional. Her expression brightens a little. Perhaps your lordship would like to buy this component from us. I'll bet that big ship you've got could get plenty of use out of it. Pascal's Vox cracks to life. Imperiously, he tells her, present the objects, laywoman. But curiosity creeps into his waist nonetheless. I'll buy it. Magnus-class rechargeable batteries. Well, isn't this something? The Emperor himself must have smiled upon us. Rita makes a triumphant gesture. Thank you, your lordship. You'll be pleased with the results. Her mood improves visibly. You know, your lordship, it's kind of embarrassing to offer you this, but over in that corner there we keep things we don't rightly understand or can't really use. You can send some people to check it out if you like. Clearly you know more about the stuff than us. You might find something useful. It's unlikely, but I want to ask, you haven't come across any Imperial stamps in your searching, have you? We definitely haven't found any stamps, your lordship. I keep a record of all the bits and bobs. Then again, hang on, your lordship, I just remembered something. Here you go, your lordship. She holds out a weighty seal. There are scratches on the handle where a coat of arms should be. I don't know if this is what you're looking for, but we got this thing in a trade with some shady bloke years back. My father thought it was something important, so it's just been gathering dust until today. Take it as a gift. We have no use for it anyways. I see. Your lordship, she falters as if flustered by her own nerve. Please don't take this as insolence. But it's not like we have much choice. It's not often we get well-stocked ships here, and we could certainly use more provisions and some warm clothes. If it's something you'd be willing to provide, we'd gladly barter for it with whatever we can dig up inside this here ship. This is a respectful offer of fair trade. She bows slightly before stepping aside. There's a locked container, Lore Imperium. A damaged safe. The contents of similar safes are destroyed when hacking is attempted. You should not try and open it just like that, but something from the environment could help. Well, it says it's unlocked, so let's save and open it up. Need key. Okay, let's go look around for a key. In this work of crude craftsmanship, you can just make out one of the depictions of the Emperor, commonly seen in the Coronis Expanse. The apparatus gurgles and emits a strong smell of alcohol, probably not of the industrial variety. Let's examine the pile of rubbish. It's an awareness check.
I've read about this.
There's nothing here but cheap scrap metal.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Check this out.
My house.
Among the
would be
wreckage,
proud
there's
of
an
me.
instruction manual for the duty officer on how to access the safes. You can obtain the codes to the safes by logging into the ship's cogitators. Yeah, that's gonna work. Is there a cogitator around still? If I were a cogitator, where would I be? Nothing over here. Maybe over here? There's a cogitator. Perfect.
This explorator
The
is
cogitator
blessed
appears
with
to be
more
inoperative.
functionality.
Oh, there's another one
I
here.
won't tolerate weakness.
The machine gun
That one's
grants
also
me
inoperative.
insight.
There's one on this side as well.
Operation.
The cogitator is off but appears intact. You can try to power it from a local source. Let's try. We have a 95% chance.
My success is
It succeeded.
irrefutable certainty.
Let's save. We have a logic test. 75%. Should be okay.
My pleasure.
You successfully logged into the duty officer credentials and obtained the code to the old safe. Let's go take a look at what there is. If you turn on me and try to attack me for what's in the safe, I will murder all of your people. Inside, there is a fractal blade, which is a primitive weapon. It's pretty good, actually. A chameleon lean cloak. Mimic fibers blend the coloration of the wearer into their surroundings. The cloak gains the wearer of the cloak gains 10% dodge, and some grenades. Well, albeit they opened it, must be learned. We never would have cracked it. That is probably true. Alright, I think we can leave. That was an interesting little station. We also found a seal. Let's find that quest. That must be it. I think that's a other quest? No. It's a companion quest. I mean, we found a seal. Alright, we'll figure that out. We did find
Victory
a warden
awaits.
seal, so that might be useful. Anywho, there's an unidentified void ship here. We should probably go deal with that. We'll save first, in case we die. A Vox notification from the augured crew drowns out the usual noise on the bridge. An Imperial vessel, the Dark Piercer, and its escort ships are headed your way. Your archives make no mention of either the ship or its owner, and you consider your next course of action. The ship's captain contacts you first, introducing himself as the Pilgrim. The captain greets the rogue trader courteously and offers to purchase any information you have on crystal phlogiston deposits. Let's ask why the Pilgrim needs phlogiston. The captain's coarse laughter echoes forth from the Vox. Phlogiston is a part and parcel of many different aspects of life in the Imperium. How exactly his customers are going to use it is none of his concern. All that the Pilgrim promises is that the phlogiston will be used for the good of humanity. Jay immediately remarks that somebody without a name is not to be trusted. Deals with such people do not tend to end well, and if she were you, she would first find out his secrets, then scrupulously remove him from the equation. Pascal becomes visibly animated at the mention of phlogiston. Though indifferent to the prospect of a deal with a shadowy individual, the Magos nonetheless recommends you find out more about phlogiston deposits. Your own protectorate would benefit from the knowledge. What will we get in return? The Pilgrim has been exploring the Cronus Expanse for years and knows many of its secrets. He promises to let us in on intriguing rumors that may be of interest to someone with your skills and capabilities. That's not enough. It looks like the captain of Dark Piercer is unsurprised by your action. He's willing to pay in gold and securities for any information of phlogiston. We have a 95% chance. Propose a deal for valuable information. Sure, you know what? That's fine with me. The captain of the Dark Piercer is in the best of spirits. In gratitude for your invaluable help, he sends you a small box containing ancient maps and documents. They appear to speak of a certain imperial world lost many centuries ago. Then, in a somewhat conspiratorial tone, the Pilgrim relates a story about a standoff between two Xeno fleets, which he was told by an acquaintance. The person in question, sadly enough, died at the hands of the Inquisition before they were able to pass on the coordinates for the crash site of one of the Xeno's ships. However, the Pilgrim knows for a fact that the vessel met its demise on an ocean world. Let's try and kill him. This is gonna suck. I have a feeling that their fleet is gonna be much better than ours.
Smite the foes of the
Alright, let's take a quick peek at what we're dealing with here. That is not good. That's a big ship. It's got 250 armor. There's also 2 Falchion-class corvettes, or frigates, that are better than our ship. Probably. If, by some sheer luck, we can manage to
torpedoes locked.
Kill these support ships, we'll be okay. The reality of the situation is much worse, though. Damn it, we can't quite aim. Okay, that's fine. We'll, we should have stayed shooting from the side. That was less than ideal. I'm gonna stay here and hope for the best. Luckily, they're facing away from us, so we do have the surprise. That frigate is turning around. And is... Luckily, the ship is extremely slow. Is it just trying to get away? I mean, I would, honestly. Okay. Let's just come around side of this ship like this, I think. Actually, let's go... Oh, this is gonna suck. We'll go here, we'll jump, we'll go here, shoot this ship, strafe over to here, and then jump forward and see if we can shoot that one. I think that's gonna be our best plan. I hope it works. We'll see. We probably aren't going to be able to kill it with this gun, are we? We can still do the strafe jump plan, I think. We'll let the torpedoes take this one on. I don't want it to get away, though. Okay, we'll shoot it. Switch sides and shoot it again. And then we'll jump forward. Oh, we can't. Okay, well, we'll just jump forward anyways. Decent shot, I guess. Some damage. Can't do anything about that one. We could turn our ship, but we don't have any ability to do that at the moment, so nothing. Torpedoes should finish that one off. Or do nothing. How did you do 0 damage with your torpedoes? I don't know how that's possible.
Return to ashes.
Oh, that one died? Or warped out? One of the two. That's a lot of plasma torpedoes. That ship is turning now. Torpedoes. This way we're going to shoot our torpedoes directly at the big ship. I'm going to shoot this with both of our front weapons and then come this way and come beside it, I think.
Fire the lance batteries!
Yeah, they're using a Gellert. They're trying to warp out. There's not a lot we can do about that if we don't get them in time, but we can certainly
Fire
try.
right now!
Ah, an opportunity to exploit!
We can't really get around beside them, I don't think. Even if we turned hard. I think we're just gonna have to... We can turn... I shouldn't use that. Oh well. Oh well, let's turn here at the very least. We can try and come about to shoot this guy from behind. Where are you going? Where are these torpedoes go? I have many questions about what's going on in this fight. The ship's trying to run. So they've got some pretty decent lance batteries. If we can stay behind them, we'll be in good shape, though. They're actually faster than I initially assumed. Do I blow you up? Or do I move on to here? Let's just make sure this guy dies.
No escape pods detected. No emergency beacon detected. No survivors detected.
What are my chances of hitting anything this turn? Not great, even if we... Shit, I should have done that. Let's jump forward anyways. There's no way we're hitting anything. Oh, though we could use our dorsal gun, I guess. Our torpedoes are not off cooldown. But at the very least we can start shooting this side. They have really big shields. Our destroyers coming in. They do have plasma torpedoes that are out. I don't know where they're headed to or what they're doing, but as long as they're not coming towards me, I'm pretty happy about that. That hurt. That also hurt. We can definitely probably come straight up against its butt. That's our goal. Well, not exactly against its butt, but close enough. We can strafe over if we want to, but I think we can just start shooting from behind. Let's get the torpedoes going. It's a big ship.
This one's going down.
I don't think it is. I think you're mistaken. Although I kind of want to strafe this way. So that when it comes about, it has a harder time hitting our ship. If I could jump forward, I'd sit right behind it. I think that would be a great idea, but it's not going to happen. Short burning torpedoes coming in. Are they going to hit? They are. It did some damage. Are you firing more torpedoes? No, but you're going to take a whole bunch of hits. You didn't die. That's a plus. He's down 9 hit points so far. I'm going to try and get behind him still again. I don't really want to give him the chance to shoot us in the face. Oh, these are torpedoes. Okay, just go straight ahead. Maybe, like, behind him, though. So we can't bring his weapons to bear against us very easily. We are going to go here. Can I shoot him with everything from there? Basically, yep.
Onward!
We also have torpedo control that we can do this turn. Perfect. So let's shoot him in the back.
Fire the lance batteries.
Take over the torpedoes. Slam them into the ship. Lots of damage on that. That was great. We can't do much else. We could... Yeah, nothing else. We have taken a lot of damage, though. We gotta watch our life a little bit. We're at 82. I don't know why we got hit by so hard. We've definitely taken a bunch of damage. If I go there, can I hit him with... No. If we go here, can I hit him with that? Yes. And this? Yes. And we'll throw out our torpedoes, of course, because that's a good idea.
Annihilate them! Bleed them!
Almost killed him. We could jump forward. Does that bring any weapons into range? It's possible, I guess. No, we're not at the right area for that. That's okay. What are we taking so much damage from? Are we on fire or something? Yeah, our ship is taking damage every turn. From what, exactly? I think we're on fire. Internal flames. We have a lot of internal flames.
This one's going down.
Let's hit him with the torpedoes and hope that finishes this.
A breach in the enemy's shield has been revealed.
Okay, that gave us a bunch of experience, gained a level out of it. We got 150 scrap, which is good because we're going to need all of it to repair, basically. And we're dicks, basically. We killed him for no reason. But for funsies. Okay, that world is done doing what they're doing. We can't do anything but guilds here. Can't do anything here. Can't do anything there. Alright, what's this world all about? We haven't scanned it yet. I'm also going to quickly take a... Oh, it's more plasteel, okay. We haven't scanned that one. We have scanned that one. We know about Rick Polliger's plot. Let's scan this up and see what we got going on. Some Promethium. Promethium we have some of, but we do need more of it. Alright, well that worked out pretty well, I think. Actually really pleased with the way this all turned out. We do have a level though. We should probably do that. Ship management upgrade. We can get new things. Vulnerability scan. The ship's augers can scan an enemy ship to highlight its weak points. All damage dealt to a weak point is increased by 30%. That's a pretty good one. Close of the Immaterium immediately turns a ship. Shield pulse. Nav reinforced shield. I do like the idea of a reinforced shield. Let's grab that. And now we get an ultimate post ability. We can get all hands on deck. The flagship's torpedo tubes are loaded with 3 torpedo salvos instead of 1. Duration +1 round for every 10 points in the Master Cannonier's demolition skill. That's amazingly good. Boarding party. The flagship launches a boarding party to infiltrate enemy ships, starting internal fires, and possibly causing engine damage that cripples the ship for 1 round. It can only be used once per round. It's a pretty good one, too. Corpus Cari chant. We don't have reinforced shields, or I guess we do have reinforced shields now. At the end of the turn, the most damaged sector of the flagship shields restores up to 50% of its strength. Empyrean Storm. This flagship makes 7 attacks, each of which targets a random enemy in an 8-cell range and deals 8 to 14 warp damage. Can only be used once per round, plus 1 round for every 10 points in the lore warp skill. We're not great with that one. Until the end of combat, the flagship speed is increased by 2 and its maneuverability is increased by 1. The bonus damage dealt by its void ship ram based on the distance traveled is increased by 100%. Lasts... Why is its duration increased by athletic skill if it's already going to last until the end of combat? However, maximum overdrive is amazing and I kind of want that one. The flagship's augers, that's probably tactical positions. Needs arc augury or vulnerability scan. I think we do have arc augury. Yes, we do. Alright, I'm going to grab maximum overdrive. I think that's really good. If we leave it on until the end of combat, we are faster and more maneuverable, which is extremely important in not dying. So, great. I like this. This is good. Okay. Where are we going now? Your ship has an ultimate ability. You can drastically change the tide of battle. Try using your ultimate ability to save for yourself. They're so powerful it takes significantly longer time to recharge. Refills on each turn in combat. It's a limit break. Okay, I got you. You could just say it was a limit break. I'm going to chart new routes from here. It's possible we can go to Porta Septentum, which we definitely can. Or we can go straight here, which... Oh, no, we can't. We can only go to here, and then there, I guess. Let's go here first, though. It's a relatively safe jump. We can chart systems while we're there as well. But let's take a quick look. What is that? There's a warp gate. There are enemies of humanity here. Those are chaos ships. Probably going to ruin our day, depending what kind of ships they are. We should see, before we go do any more big fights, if we have any more items to give to the precious Imperium for better naval stuff. So far, a disappointing system. I'm going to go to that warp gate, though. It looks pretty cool. Okay, nothing here that we want. I'm going to go see what this does. Lord Captain, we're passing by a construct marked on the star charts as a dimensional gate. Our auger is not showing any suspicious energy readings. The device is dormant, thank the Emperor. What is the gate? An ancient Xeno artifact older than humanity itself. Judging by its design, this is a gate leading somewhere, possibly straight into the wicked abyss of the warp, considering all the nasty shit that used to roam around here. Many captains, her ladyship Theodora included, have tried to reveal its secrets, but it seems no one can figure out how it works. Good for them if you ask me. What was Theodora interested in? Her ladyship didn't exactly share her plans with us. Always kept them close to her chest, but I'll go on a limb and say she was searching for a way to open the gate and see what's on the other side. The Cognizance Fleet conducted its own analysis of the Xeno artifact. All records of the expeditions on site were added to the exploration catalog. Nasty in what way exactly? I don't want to repeat the rumors and I don't know the truth, but it was bad. There was word of ships and even whole trade convoys disappearing. Captain started avoiding the system until eventually the Lord Inquisitor came here and made short work of it. Hasn't been much in the way of rumors ever since, actually. The Inquisition made sure Voidsmen kept their mouths shut. Whatever the gate used to spew out, it must have been profane and a danger to humanity. Report received. I want to study the construct. Lord Captain, I would advise against approaching the gate. The Inquisition has declared the entire area off limits and packed it with mines. Our augers won't be able to detect them. Okay, well, we'll ignore it for now. It's still a really cool looking thing and I kind of want to know what it does, but let's see what this fight entails. It might be that we just don't involve ourselves in this fight yet, but I'm just going to kind of see what our enemies are like, and then we can judge whether or not we should try and fight this out. Get more ship experience.
I'll be your beacon in the darkness.
Iconic-class destroyers coming from behind, hitting us a little bit. So it looks like there's a bunch of destroyers so far, and they all get turns before us? Yes, basically. In fact, every single one of their ships gets to go before us. Although their ships aren't that good. It's possible we could outmaneuver a couple of them and destroy them. Our Viper destroyer is getting nuked into the ground, but that's fine. Our shields are doing alright so far. Our shields are gone on that one side, that's less than good. I don't love how our initiative was so low in this fight. However, that cruiser's really far away, so that's fine. Alright, let's get some...
Torpedoes! Locked!
That, exactly, torpedoes. Let's get this ultimate. Until the end of combat, we get to move more. We could just unload on that ship. We can move up one.
Another salvo!
Go here.
Set the course. Bleed them.
Do that. Do
Fire
this.
the lance batteries.
We do take some damage for being so close, but then we just move ahead.
Onward!
And then we teleport forward. Try and stay out of range a little bit. Then we restart our shields. Or reinforce our shields. Why do we choose a side? Oh, I want to reinforce those ones. And then we also restart our shields. I should have reinforced my back shields now that I think about this. That's okay. Viper is going there. We can turn our ship around and flip if they're coming towards us. That ship is dead. The Hellbringer class light cruisers coming in. And shooting at some torpedoes. That's fine. Our torpedoes can't get in range of anyone. Unfortunately, we could move them down this way. Then just get them to cycle up. Or we could self-destruct them here and blow up this ship, possibly. That ship is hurt pretty badly. Let's use new heading. We can flip around. If I go up here, even with the auger, I won't be able to hit anything. Okay. But let's still go there anyways. Reinforce our frontal shields. Destroy this ship.
Down.
Destroy this ship. That's better. There's still 3 enemy ships left. But I think we're doing alright so far. These things are probably going to die. Our shields barely took any damage. Torpedoes are going in. Did some damage. These ones are going to blow up on their own. They're not going to make it to anything, I don't think. We might be able to kill this ship next turn. And the Corvette, or the cruiser's coming dead ahead. Into our reinforced shields. Nice. Alright, let's just torpedo straight ahead.
Them.
We can move up this way and blow up that ship. I think that might be the best plan. Annoyingly, it's not dead. But I can come up beside it and shoot it. So if we continue to here for now. Let's blast it with these guns.
Macro cannons, volley!
Start shooting that one. Dorsal weapon. Then we just teleport ahead. Or we don't teleport. Yeah, we teleport ahead. I think that's a better idea. Wish we had more weapons. Which way do I want my shields to be guarding? For this side. Yes, that's correct. Alright, we do this. We jump ahead. Then we flip around next turn and shoot them from behind. We're still going to hit by macro batteries, probably. I'm going to flip up to here, though, so I can turn easier next turn. I know our torpedoes are going to get hit. And I guess so are we. That's what I figured was going to happen. Took a little bit of damage. I think that cruiser can be hit by our torpedoes, though, which is going to be really good for us. Even if he does some damage to them. Yeah, straight in the back. Alright, let's flip around. Why can't I flip around? Oh, because I have to target the furthest point no matter what.
Lay in the course.
Might be in range. Just out of range. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's put front shield. Oh, we can't front shield. Are we low on shields or something? We're also on fire. How do we solve fire-related problems? I wonder. That's not entirely clear. Oh, oh, that one blew up all on its own. The cruiser's coming this way. I guess we could have shielded from this side. It's gonna hurt. Okay. I could just go there. That leads us through the thing, though, so let's try and avoid the thing. Okay. Let's shoot this guy on the side.
Batteries.
Dorsal gun
This
there.
one's going down. Torpedoes locked.
There. We have no jumps. We have no ability to move the ship. We couldn't give ourselves a little bit of extra shielding in the front, which isn't exactly helpful, but isn't the worst either.
No mercy for
No, the
the
ship blew
enemies
up.
of
Okay,
humanity.
we won. I don't know how they blew up, but they did. I've won 10 void combats. Alright. Let's repair our ship again. And we're done, I think, the video. For now, I'll leave you guys here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. I'm getting better at this space combat thing. Now that we have more skills, it's a lot easier. Take care, and I will see you all next time.